Hey everyone, this is your host, Homer Franson, actually Wade Franson, but I have a yellowish skin color here because we're doing a special Holy Day episode about a very unique little gem created by Brian Rosman. Did you know that there's a Jewish component to the Simpsons? Well, there is, and we're going to have a special Holy Day episode talking about that with Brian, who is the founder of the Homer calendar, now in its 26th year. Welcome to the studio, Brian.
Thanks so much, Wade. I'm really looking forward to our discussion.
So what is the Homer calendar?
So it's a guide to the counting of the Omer, which is a Jewish observance between Passover and the Feast of Weeks, Shavuot in Hebrew. There's a biblical ordinance to count the 49 days, the 7 weeks leading up to between the holidays. People may be familiar with Pentecost, which is based on the same idea. So that's called counting the Omer, but I do it as counting the Homer, as in Homer Simpson. So it's a joke about the Simpsons TV show. It's probably one joke taken way too far, but it's all about Jewish content on the Simpsons show and having Homer Simpson sort of be part of this observance.
Well, and I have it up on my screen here, and it's all yellow, and it's wonderful. That's what's giving me this Homer Simpson-esque skin tone in that light. And this year, given the confluence of different calendars, the Hebrew calendar, it just so happens that Shavuot, the Feast of Weeks, is happening on the eve of the 1st and 2nd of June, which are the twin birthdays of my sister and I, and it has a special significance to me. Who knows in the divine comedy of things how this convergence happens? But I am honored to have connected with you, to go deep into the geekiness of what the counting of Omer is and the humor of the Simpsons and that Jewish element. So where does this, you were in Israel when you began realizing there was a connection here, and watching it with your children. Just tell us a little bit about that time in the early to mid 90s.
Well, we were living in Israel with my wife, who is there she's a rabbi. She was there for an educational fellowship. And I was looking for some American culture to show my daughter, who was then 5 years old and 6 years old those years. And The Simpsons was on Israeli TV in English. It was a way to expose her to some English, and it was funny, and we would laugh and laugh together. And it was helpful for my Hebrew. And then years later, I heard about this joke, counting the Homer, and it just flashed on me. I could create a website. And I was a little geeky about creating websites in those years too. And so I did it for myself. It's a joke for myself, but lots of people have loved it over the decades. And so I keep doing it year after year.
Well, we're going to mine this little pun, this joke that you say has gone on for too long, over the course of a full hour. But it will be deep and rich because, after all, we live in a nation that is known to have a Judeo-Christian heritage. And so these connections and the way that this is integrated into the Simpsons TV show, the longest running cartoon show in history, we will be diving deep into the implications of all of this in the Created in the Image of God show, Building Vibrant Communities. You are not going to want to miss the special Holy Day episode of Created in the Image of God with Brian Rosman. We'll see you there.